Derick and Jill Dillard love Josh amid sentencing, hopes for treatment. Former Counting On stars Derick and Jill Dillard have made a statement after Josh Duggar's sentencing. The couple is hopeful that he will seek treatment, and they also claim that they still love Josh. Keep reading to get all of the details. On Wednesday, May 25, Josh was sentenced to 12.5 years, 151 months, behind bars for receiving and possessing child pornography. The eldest Duggar's son was arrested in the spring of 2021 and went to trial in November. In early December, he was found unanimously guilty by the jury. Derick and Jill Dillard attended several days of his trial. However, they did not make an appearance at his sentencing hearing this week. They are in the process of moving, and Jill is in the third trimester of her pregnancy, so it's possible that those things prevented them from attending. Now, members of the Duggar family have begun issuing statements on the news of his 12-year sentence. Derick and Jill Dillard break their silence on Josh Duggar's sentencing. On the morning of Thursday, May 26, Derick and Jill wrote a new blog post. It contains their statement on Josh's sentencing. They also shared the link on their Instagram stories so fans can read what they have to say. In their statement, the couple writes, "Until now, he has yet to be held accountable to the extent necessary to cause change in his dangerous pattern of behavior. It is unfortunate, but it seems that it may take spending over a decade in federal prison, and still more on probation, for Josh to have any potential for rehabilitation to the point he can safely live in society again." Derick and Jill Dillard continue, "Hopefully, Josh can actually begin to get treatment and begin to work toward a lifestyle where he is less likely to reoffend. If for nothing else, the notoriety of this case has hopefully contributed to the deterrence of potential offenders and will help protect children by decreasing the demand for CSAM." Finally, they say, "We continue to love Josh and his family and will be there for them however we can." You can find Jill and Derick's full statement on their blog here. So, what do you think of Derick and Jill Dillard's statement? Do you agree with what they have said? Tell us your thoughts in the comments section below. And come back to TV shows Ace for more news about the Duggar family. In a story that continues to evolve far beyond courtroom headlines, Derick and Jill Dillard have broken their silence once again, this time, with a surprising message of complex compassion. As Josh Duggar continues to serve his 12-year sentence for child pornography charges, Jill and her husband Derick are offering a glimpse into their hearts, revealing a perspective rooted not just in pain, but in hope. While many former followers of the Duggar family have distanced themselves from Josh entirely, Derick and Jill's recent comments suggest that while they do not excuse his actions, they have not extinguished their love for him as a human being. "It's possible to love someone while completely rejecting their choices," Jill shared in a candid Instagram Q&A. "Love doesn't mean enabling or excusing." Derick, a former prosecutor turned attorney and vocal critic of the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, the ultra-conservative religious group the Duggars once followed, echoed Jill's sentiments. "I believe in justice. Josh is serving his time, and that's appropriate," he stated. "But I also believe in redemption and rehabilitation. If there's a path for treatment, I hope he takes it." It's a message many didn't expect. After all, Jill has publicly detailed her emotional and psychological trauma stemming from her upbringing in the Duggar household, much of it connected to the controlling environment perpetuated by both Josh's actions and the IBLP's doctrines. In their memoir Counting the Cost, the Dillards didn't hold back in revealing how deeply the betrayal of trust and manipulation affected them. Yet, forgiveness, while not the absence of accountability, seems to be part of their ongoing journey. "Forgiveness is more about freeing ourselves than it is about absolving someone else," Jill added. "Josh still needs help. We don't know if he'll ever seek it sincerely, but we can still hope." Their approach has stirred debate. Some critics argue that even this nuanced stance might enable a narrative of leniency. But others see the Dillards' position as deeply rooted in their evolving faith, one that moves away from blind obedience and toward thoughtful, often painful, grace. "Sometimes love is tough," Derick clarified. "Sometimes it means saying, 'You need to stay away from us and our children.' But it also means not losing hope that someone can change, even when the odds feel impossible." In distancing themselves from the Duggar brand while still addressing the emotional threads that tie them to their past, the Dillards are crafting a new path, one not defined by silence or denial. Instead, theirs is a story marked by advocacy, healing, and an imperfect but persistent hope for redemption. As Jill put it, "Healing takes time. Families are complicated. But love, real love, make space for truth, boundaries, and even, when possible, a second chance. Whether Josh ever chooses that path is unknown. But for Jill and Derick, the door remains open, not to excuse, but to offer a fragile kind of grace in a fractured family legacy.